Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Knicks enter a new domain where the regular season fades away and the immediate challenge comes into focus as they try to take the upper hand against the Pistons. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And for New York, Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Wright in at the 1 spot.
That is what they want from Duran. Spike it, young fella.
Take a look at New York. And you know, Greg, they worked so hard to establish home court advantage, and they may need it, having drawn a brutal opponent here in round 1.
Not much of a reward for the season that they just had. You know, many prognosticators think this series could go either way. That makes it crucially important for them to take this first game.
But they're just so happy to be here, right? All the season, all the practices and games, just to be here is such a reward.
A lot of excitement, but also a certain level of anxiety.
Here's Bridges. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Now, Wright. Back to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
It's Cunningham with the drive.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
The Pistons have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. And Thompson kicks to Hardaway. Harris looking it over. Hardaway sets a screen for Harris. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And so he hits both. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Down low. Here's Duran. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Here's Towns. Good on the 13-footer.
Wow, look at the soft touch from Towns. Great execution there from the mid-range.
Cunningham passes to Harris. To Cunningham. 11 feet away. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 for the field so far today. Anunoby kicks to Towns. Connects from 3-point range. Towns has got 5 points so far.
Well, when it comes to big men, you're not going to find a better catch-and-shoot option than Cat.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. He's checked in for Asar Thompson. During the pass to Harris. Cunningham against Wright. It's Cunningham with the drive.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cage got length, skill, and athleticism. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that.
Pass to Hart. Beyond the arc. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart. 8 points for him.
Well, look, Towns is an elite big man shooter. He's very dangerous when he gets breathing room from deep.
Beasley kicks to Cunningham. Hardaway from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Robinson's checked in for Towns. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Cameron Payne subbed in for DeLon Wright. And then for Detroit, Stewart checked in for Duren. Asar Thompson comes in for Hardaway. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. Robinson passes to Achua. Robinson dishes to Payne. Bridges against Thompson. Bridges kicks to Payne. A three-pointer off the mark. Pistons have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Offensive rebound. And it's Beasley in the corner. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
For 3, Bridges. A three-pointer is right on target. Bridges has got a couple of threes now in the first for New York. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Harris's shot is good.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Pass to Achua. Out to Payne. Out to Bridges. Robinson dishes to Payne. It'll count. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Pistons on top, leading by just 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
New York trailing on the floor for Detroit. Asar Thompson is out there with Holland. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Stewart in at the pivot, manning the middle. Towns for three, and the three ball is good. Towns has got 11.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Payne. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Achua. Off target with his three. And, well, Detroit shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% for the floor. Holland, no good. New York's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. McBride finds Towns. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Excellent work by Towns, refusing to let the contact throw him off balance.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Stewart. It's rebounded by New York.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Some nice passing by New York here. Buries it from three-point range. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A different look for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. And it's DeLon Wright in for Cameron Payne. And Detroit with a change here, too. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for Asar Thompson. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. There's Schroeder. He can't get that one. New York leading by 7. Over in the corner, McBride. That one's in, his first shot this game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Schroeder passes to Beasley. Schroeder setting the pick for Beasley. And they get it. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
So for the Pistons, Jalen Duren comes in for Holland. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Fontecchio. For 3, Beasley, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Over in the corner, McBride. Here's Hart. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Here's Stewart after New York gets the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by New York.
Pass to Hart. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Towns. That misses off the backboard. Pistons trail by 10. Cunningham for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So for the Knicks, Anunoby, he's checked in for Karl-Anthony Towns. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Miles McBride. Then for the Pistons, Harris is checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Malik Beasley. Hardaway is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Robinson kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Wright. Robinson a screen on Cunningham. To the middle. And then Robinson slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. So it's the Pistons now. The Knicks making the shot from the arc. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Cunningham.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Now here's Wright. Nothing on the board. Here's Hart. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Cunningham outside. First to Hardaway. Out to Harris. Against Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Another shot during. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Now just a 4-point Knicks lead. Knicks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Cunningham for 3. Rebounded by Hart. Right against Harris. For 3, Bridges. That one doesn't go. And so it's New York with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And thank you for joining us. 2 quarters in the books and a Game 1 deficit for the Detroit Pistons.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scorers go by.
Ole, ole, ole. And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Bridges in a two-guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Sinks the triple. Bridges has got 13.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Nifty move. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Cunningham.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now, here's Bridges. 13 points in the game. Hardaway against Wright. Harris outside. Hardaway for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 8.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Bridges outside. Anunoby with the screen for Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Can't hit that one. Great defense that time from Duren. Thompson outside. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And here's Harris from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got his second bucket.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Cunningham passes to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, the vision that Cunningham has shown in his career is as good as it gets.
And Wright kicks to Bridges. It's deflected. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Thompson in the corner. Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Goes back up. He lays it in. Towns has got 18 points.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Cunningham passes to Duren. To the paint. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Cunningham following the score by New York. pounds with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Yes, that goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Thompson outside. To Cunningham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, this guy's so clever and crafty. Cunningham with a world-class fake.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Cunningham.
Well, pretty much a 6'6" point guard. Cade Cunningham was the first pick in the draft because of his playmaking. Rare for someone of his size.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Payne in for Wright. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
In the corner, it's Bridges. That 3 off the mark. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Detroit. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Harris. Here's Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Following the score by New York. Here's Harris. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Precious Achua. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. That's good from Harris.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Payne kicks to Achua. Up to Payne. Fires for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Payne's got himself on the board with 3 there. Pistons trail by 5.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Bridges outside. For the 3. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead and they've got momentum.
And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Defensively, you got to do a better job. You got to shut the paint down. You got to challenge shots, and you got to finish.
You know, G.A., he's always preaching constant defense, defense, defense.
And it's his area of expertise, and obviously he takes it very seriously.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Beasley. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Holland. And it's Waters in at the small forward position. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
New York leading by 6. Pass to Towns. Outside Robinson for 3. And there's Payne. That's good on the assist by Robinson.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Detroit's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Schroeder. The layup off target. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
Count it. And now it's an 11-point New York lead.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
And the dunk by Stewart.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of them.
Here's one. Three-pointer. And that one is off.
I can't believe he missed that three, regardless. That's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Towns with the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Achua. Mikal Bridges checked in for Miles McBride. And it's DeLon Wright in for Cameron Payne. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
Here's Towns. Sinks that one from the post. Towns has got the lead up to 12 now for New York.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now, here's Cunningham. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor. Bridges passes to Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Knicks on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Bridges for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bridges got 13 points in the second half.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now, here's Anunoby, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Good.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for the Knicks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for Game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And Towns drops them both.
You know, the size,
talent and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. New York moving it around. Here's Achua, and it goes down 2 points. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
It's good. 34 seconds left in the game. And it's Towns penetrating.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
There's the pick. Inside, here's Clinton. And he bangs it home with one hand. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns, you look so calm on the block. What has that focus been like for you?
Just being patient, waiting for my shot to come, not really forcing anything, but also being aggressive.
And you do both very well. Thanks, Kat. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.